I'm heading 200 miles north to meet a woman Sarah could take inspiration from. She's shown just the sort of fighting spirit women need if we're ever going to find equality when it comes to pay. It's the last stop on my journey. Morning, girls.
Morning, Anne.
These are the fighting fit, aren't you? Hello, Frances.
How are you?
That was going into care.
Yeah,
Good. I've got my uniform with me.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Frances Stojakovic has been fighting Glasgow Council for 10 years.
Morning. Morning, Declan.
Suzanne, Robin.
Good morning, Declan. I'm coming to help. Do you think I'll be much use?
I think you may be.
Frances was furious in 2007 when she found out the council were paying carers less than binmen, gardeners and gravediggers, all jobs mostly done by men. I haven't done care work before. Don't laugh at me.
And turn round.
They get paid like £3 more than the carers do.
Yeah.
And we weren't aware of that. Then we all get told that they were getting that much, we were absolutely shocked. That amount
And they get bonuses as well, don't they? They get bonuses and that as well.
Yeah.
The quality of the work we do and the length of time we've waited money, it's a damn disgrace. Come back round.
Declan has MS. He's one of 10 people they'll care for today. Wow. It takes skill and training. Quite a challenge even for 3 of you, isn't it? Yeah. I'm only qualified to put the kettle on.
Declan. Take this a bit strong enough.
Have milk.
Oh, you want milk? I failed. Hold on. I'll get the milk. I can't even get that right. Declan, did you know that the girls who care for you so lovingly are paid £3 an hour less than men doing equivalent job?
That's shocking. Yeah. Imagine an emergency service that you need all day, every day.
Yeah.
It means I can live at home. So it's enormous.
It's first of all astonishing that they earn £3 less an hour than the men, doing a job that requires not only skill, but also love and care. They really do care. It's outrageous. Low-paid work like this, caring, cleaning, catering, is mostly done by women. In fact, women make up nearly 2/3 of workers who are on less than the living wage. Things need to change. And just a few months ago, these modern-day warriors made real progress in their 10-year battle for equality.
They argued that jobs like catering and cleaning should be paid at the same level as men.
The highest court in Scotland ruled Glasgow Council's pay scheme is discriminatory.
Absolutely delighted. We're all absolutely buzzing. It was brilliant.
This looks like a final victory, but with the council and the carers union still in talks, the women are yet to receive higher wages or any back pay as a result of the court's decision. So, what's their next move? Really amazing. Listen, I'm delighted to be here. I couldn't be more behind what you're trying to do. I think your fight is heroic. Well done to Frances. Where's Frances? You know, this morning I went with Frances and Winnie and Sandra on, there she is, on their first visit of the day. I was just so bowled over by the work that is done by you carers. Not only the work and heavy lifting work, but the caring.
Can I just say, Anne?
You say what you like, darling.
We're not looking for anything. We're only wanting a fair day's wage for a fair day's work.
What next, girls?
When we fight,
Do you think you'll need to go on strike?
Yeah.
And you're determined?
Determined to go on strike.
Frances, how long before you'll go on strike?
Soon as we ballot. We're going to the union tonight to see if we can ballot for strike, to tell them we want to ballot for strike.
don't give up.
We'll never give up.
Great. I was knocked out by that. Isn't it wonderful that so often happened in history with the fishermen's wives from Hull, the Dagenham girls, that it is one woman's outrage, a woman that's never been interested in politics but knows about fairness, that has started this campaign and got it to this stage where these women are now going to seriously embarrass and make it awkward for local authorities not to play fair. If you're looking for warriors, then these are our modern-day warriors.
Like the suffragettes 100 years before them, Francis and the carers in Glasgow are not giving up fighting. They'll continue to keep up the pressure till they get their money.
These suffragettes worked hard for us, the women of the future, and they were treated disgracefully. But I'm starting to think, is this woman still getting treated like shit?
I started this journey with a fair amount of despair and frustration that women were going backwards and doing nothing to establish their position of equality. But actually, what I've realised is the amount of revelations we've had in the last year, they've caused an enormous wake-up call for men and women. Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
You were on 22. What did you get?
I negotiated a package which was more than I was expecting. I ended up getting another job interview. I played the game, a bit of back and forth, but albeit I've got a new job. The whole package is about 36,000.
You've gone up £14,000. That is fantastic.
Yes.
I've stopped despairing. I'm rather excited about the future. There are women out there determined to make a difference, to change the status quo. And that means more equality much quicker for the rest of womankind.
I've been thinking about tomorrow.
In 100 years' time, where will we be?
Equal, I hope.
I'd like to think that women were on the same level as men.
I think it will happen before that, because I think there is it's like a consciousness awoken within society with this 100 years.
I'd really, really love to be in a position where I'm like sat as an old lady with my grandchildren on my lap saying, well, when I was young, there was boys and girls labels on clothes. And when I was young, I dressed your mummy in loads of frilly pink clothes and, you know, and pushed her around in a pink pram. When I was young, I didn't get paid the same as your grandpa. And for them to be like, what? That's ridiculous, really? I want them to think that that's completely bizarre.
A new series of monologues starts with an actress's experience of meeting a powerful producer. Snatches, Monday at 10 on BBC4. And download a new podcast looking at life, love and work. No Country for Young Women. Listen on iPlayer Radio.